Arsenal struggling to break down a team like Burnley, I wouldn't put it past them. Today's performance was absolutely embarrassing. To a team that like Burnley, who's bottom of the league for a reason, we struggled to crack them down. And you expect this team to get top four? No chance. I think our top four hopes are long gone. If we do not sign an experienced midfielder or a striker or both, I think our top four hopes, you can kiss them goodbye. Today's performance was absolutely embarrassing. Arsenal nil, Burnley nil at home at the Emirates. It ends a horrible month for Mikel Arteta's Arsenal, knocked out of the FA Cup, knocked out of the Carabao Cup to Liverpool on two legs, and losing to a team like Burnley, who's bottom of the league, who hasn't played in about 2 weeks' time, and it feels like a defeat. Getting 1 point at home to a team like Burnley is very concerning. Not having experienced midfielders on the pitch with Xhaka and Partey suspended, not signing any experienced midfielders prior to these matches is very, very incompetent and inexcusable from Mikel Arteta and, more importantly, Edu. Before I go into this match reaction, I'm going to go ahead and ask for you guys to share your thoughts in the comments sections down below. Thank you for everyone for tuning in today. Whether you're watching directly on YouTube, on Twitch, or on Twitter, be sure to hop on over to my YouTube channel and check out my channel called Miss Melina for the latest Arsenal news, Arsenal match reactions, and my thoughts on our tactical breakdowns. But if we had any tactics to begin with. Before I go ahead into a deeper analysis of today's match, let me go ahead and run back that intro real quick. I just want to say hello to everyone who's tuned in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today's performance, honestly, I didn't expect it. But then again, you're going into a Premier League match with no experienced midfielders, having Granit Xhaka suspended and Thomas Partey suspended against Liverpool. You would think, oh, we would sign an experienced midfielder like a Gini Wijnaldum on loan or an Arthur Melo. Now, the talks are ongoing that Arthur Melo is no longer interested in Arsenal, and it seems like 23 days into the window, having AFCON injuries and player suspensions, and sending out two midfielders on loan and selling one of our midfielders with no replacements is very incompetent from our board and inexcusable from our management overall. Today's performance, we needed a goal scorer on that pitch, and there was no substitutions made till near the end of the game, where Smith Rowe, our top goal scorer, was taken off for someone like Eddie Nketiah, who has turned down the contract twice and doesn't even want to play for Arsenal Football Club anymore. We should have sold Eddie Nketiah when we had the chance to a team like Crystal Palace or Brighton when we had the opportunity to do so. Yet Arteta came out in a press conference saying, oh, we're going to keep Eddie Nketiah because we still feel he's been working hard in training. If you're working hard in training, you need to prove it on the pitch. And today, we had no experienced midfield. We struggled. And Sambi Lokonga, as young as he is, he's very raw on the ball. He's rash at decision making, and he's very inexperienced. And we can't go into teams even like Burnley, who are bottom of the league. We struggled to crack them down. Hats off to Sean Dyke, because they played good, organized, and they were set up well defensively. They were very good defensively, and we all know Burnley, how they are set piece merchants. Last season, we won against them. Well, early on in the season, we beat them 1-0. But last season, Granit Xhaka was sent off, and it was an Aubameyang own goal from a set piece from Burnley. And yet again, today's performance, we were very weak. We struggled in the final third, and Lacazette just couldn't finish his dinner. There were 3 chances, including the Odegaard chance that was clearly offside, so I wouldn't say that was a clear-cut opportunity, but there was many opportunities in this game where Lacazette just fumbled the bag and couldn't finish his chances in the final third. And to me, it shows us that more than a midfielder, where is the complete striker that we have? With Aubameyang not even in the squad, return from Gabon and experiencing heart problems. Get well soon, Aubameyang. That's one thing I will say. But it's clear as day that we need an experienced midfielder and an experienced striker at the minimum to still compete for top four this season. If we do not make any signings this month of January, you can kiss your top four hopes at Arsenal Football Club goodbye. Because I don't think we have what it takes to beat teams like Man United soon, to beat teams like Chelsea when we play them again. We do not have that squad depth. We're very weak in our midfield and in our strikers. We have no experienced strikers whatsoever. We were also very late to make substitutions. I think that comes to poor man management from Arteta, not making appropriate substitutions. Maybe we could have seen a cameo appearance from Omari Hutchinson. Possibly we could have used someone like Nuno Tavares. Why is Nuno Tavares axed from the squad? I get it, Nuno Tavares is experienced, but Zambi Lokanga is also inexperienced. We need to give players a chance. We need to give the youngsters a chance. And in today's performance, I felt like we could have used someone like Omari Hutchinson coming off as an impact substitution and seeing if he could have changed the game. 60 minutes into the game, Arteta, you realize your system or whatever tactics you set us up for was clearly not working. Ben White as a DM, Saka was just not himself today, and Kieran Tierney was not at his best. You can't tell me otherwise. Today, I'm not going to criticize a few players, but I think the whole team was off today. The only players that really turned up for me, like I said, week in and week out, is Gabriel Martinelli and Bukayo Saka. I even think Gabriel was out of position today and was not really playing up to far to how he should be. Ramsdale made some good saves, but in that first half, he was dodgy itself. And you know what? Let's be honest. We had a non-existent midfield. And, other than Odegaard, who was trying, Lacazette couldn't finish his chances. And what do you expect from a squad that has a non-existent midfield, a depleted squad, and no striker who knows how to finish properly in the final third? Hats off to Burnley. They kept themselves together in this game. They were well organized, and they scraped a point off of us. And, that's saving them from relegation. And I think it's clear that we lack a cutting edge in our squad to be able to break down teams easily. Look at Liverpool, look at Chelsea. They're able to break teams down very easily early on into the game. 8 minutes into the game today, you can see Liverpool scored a goal up against Crystal Palace. And, we were just so poor today. A team like Burnley is embarrassing, and I don't think I would put it past us to lose to Wolves away. 17 days of Arsenal is a break. Enjoy your break, everyone. 23 days today into the transfer window, a depleted squad, suspensions, the African Cup of Nations, injuries, yet zero, absolutely not a signings from this Arsenal squad and management is absolutely inexcusable and embarrassing, and poor man management from Edu and everyone at the board, along with Mikel Arteta, who should be taking accountability for this. If we're trying to compete for top four, this isn't going to get us anywhere if we don't sign an experienced midfielder or an experienced striker, or both, at least this window. And right now, our chances at top four are looking slimmer than ever before. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below of the Arsenal versus Burnley game. What you make of the performance? And, today, even the fan base, the atmosphere at the Emirates, we always say the Emirates is a fortress. It's our home. They're the 12th man in the team. But today, the atmosphere was completely flat, and we flatlined on the pitch today against a team like Burnley. It's embarrassing, and it shouldn't go unnoticed that we need fixing up in our squad. We need experienced midfielders, and we need a complete striker signing this month to compete for top four. Hi, Uncle Lori. Hope you're well. Big up to SKS. Hope you're well. Long time no see. I did see you streaming wrestling streams. I did check them out, so they're really good. Keep up your good content. FDT is annoyed, I know, and it's really disappointing. Hi, Wilson. Hope you're well. Tell me this, I'll tell you this. Lacazette is tired every time he gets into the box, as he is used almost as a number 10. Link up play and defensive tracking. Arteta man management is abysmal. Saliba, Guendouzi, Pepe, and Tavares are examples of his lack of man management. Yes, and yesterday's game, you can see Marseille, the way Guendouzi and Saliba play. It's really like clean cut, it's clear to watch, and it's very nice football to watch. And if we don't recall them back from loan, I don't know what will happen to us. Saliba is a very good player, and he's improved a lot at Marseille. They've been starting week in and week out, Guendouzi and Saliba for Marseille. Yes, Wilson, I did say this already in my video. We did lack a clear-cut cutting edge, and we didn't have any squad depth. With a depleted squad and a lackluster midfield with no experienced midfielders, we really struggled today. Josh, I do agree. Lacazette was just poor today in terms of finishing in the final third. Hope you're well. Yeah, we were stale as fuck. Yeah, you said it right. Steve, hope you're well. Thank you for tuning in. Arsenal have played good in some games, but you will get these no good performances as well. Yes, we're allowed to lose games, but we're too inconsistent. We're the type of team to do one step forward and take 11 steps backwards. And let me tell you guys something. After that defeat to Liverpool at home, which was absolutely gutting, to be knocked out of another trophy that we could have potentially won, you would have thought this squad would have come together, got their heads around, and turned it up today at the Emirates to a team like Burnley. And we failed to do that. We failed to crack down a team like Burnley, who are bottom of the league for a reason. And we gave them, a draw. Hi, Jordan. Hope you're well. Happy birthday, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Congratulations on the Liverpool win. And, I really think we're going to struggle to finish top four. I don't see us getting top four if we don't make any signings this season, especially this January window. If we don't make any signings this January, less than 10 days left of this transfer window, and we haven't done any business whatsoever in terms of incomings, it's very, very frustrating and very concerning for us Arsenal fans. We badly need midfielders because Arsenal lack quality and are so light numbers-wise. Come on. Yeah, I know, Wilson. You're spot on, and I don't blame you. And I think I wouldn't put it past this Arsenal squad to not sign anyone this window. I know other teams like Manchester United and West Ham have not made any signings this month, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't make any signings. We need to focus on our own problems in our squad rather than other teams. Yes, other teams have games in hand. Certain teams have games in hand, but I'd rather have points on the board rather than games in hand. We need to be winning against teams like Burnley, for fuck's sake. We can't crack down a team like Burnley. Then I'm questioning the man management skills from the manager to the board. And these 17 days off before we go on to play Wolves away, this team better give a hard look at themselves, and same with the management on, signing someone like a Dusan Vlahovic, like an Alexander Isak, or like Jonathan David, a complete striker that could integrate into our team. Or even give me a midfielder like Gini Wijnaldum, who's experienced, who could walk into our midfield and give us that quality that we need. And a striker who can finish in the final third and not dally around the pitch. Hi, Solo. Hope you're well. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, Mohammed. Thank you for tuning in. Unfortunately, I'm just doing a match reaction today, and I'm about to wrap up. So maybe next time I'll invite you onto the stream and we could do a more in-depth analysis. But thank you so much for tuning in. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. I am going to wrap up my match reaction, and later on this week, I will be doing a transfer update video on why I think Dusan Vlahovic will not be signing for Arsenal Football Club, and giving my thoughts on Arsenal's January transfer window so far and how underwhelming and how disappointing it's been. I am going to drop that video later this week. Hopefully, everyone's been doing well in terms of their FPL. And I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below of the Arsenal versus Burnley game. And let me know who your man of the match was. For me personally, it was Smith Rowe. I think Smith Rowe made some really good chances for us and was one of the players who clearly tried and played for the badge until he was subbed off for Eddie Nketiah. Hi, Alex. Hope you're well. And hi, Scott. Scott says, I thought the Leicester result was bad, but thankfully Arsenal never failed to please me. Yeah, Leicester have been picking up the pace. And I know Leicester bottled it against Spurs, but I think Spurs were just lucky to score 2 goals in added time, which was a really good game. Lil Colo says, my FPL is absolutely in the mud this week. Yeah, I think my FPL too. I captained King and he only got 2 points, but at least it wasn't Dennis who got a red card and was sent off. So he won't be playing the double game week fixture for Watford. Bring in Christopher Galtier. Honestly, at this point, I really don't think we are going to make any signings. And offering Arteta a 2-year contract extension when we finished 8th back to back, and right now our hopes at top 4 is very diminishing and very thin right now. If we don't make any signings this month, I don't think we're going to make top 4. But I hope you all have a good rest of your weekend, and take care, everyone. Stay tuned for my transfer video later on this week, and adios, everyone.